Bible Story for Kids. Episode 10. Jesus Teaches with Parables. Jesus gave people a big lesson on top of a mountain. The people were all deeply touched by his preaching. Jesus came down from the mountain and went back to the villages of Galilee. Then an even bigger crowd gathered for Jesus. Jesus went to the Sea of Galilee with them.
Wow! Jesus is here!
We should go as well.
When Jesus went to the Sea of Galilee, a big crowd had gathered. Jesus got on a boat so that everyone could see him. Then he started to teach by parables. People listened to Jesus very carefully.
There lived a farmer. The farmer was about to plant crops. He wanted to sow the seed so that they would grow into crops. So he happily took the seed out to a field. The farmer worked hard to scatter the seed, but some of the seed fell by the side of a road. Then birds flew in and ate them up. Some seed fell on a rocky ground, the kind of place where there was not much soil. The seed sprang up quickly, but it could not plant its root. No plant can grow its root on a solid rock. So when the sun came up, the plants dried out. Other seed fell among thorns. The seed sprang up and started to grow. But because the sharp thorns choked the plants could not grow anymore. Eventually, those plants also died. But you see, some seed fell on good soil. Fertile and soft soil, I mean. Then something incredible happened. The seed grew so well. Some seed multiplied by 30, some 60, some 100 times. The farmer was very happy and felt rewarded by how much crop he grew.
People who were listening to Jesus got confused.
Hey, what does Jesus mean by that?
Well, I don't know either. The seed became what?
Even the disciples could not understand the meaning of the parable.
Peter, did you understand what teacher just said?
No, I didn't. Hey, Jacob, could you explain it to us? I have no idea. This is so confusing. We should go and ask him.
The disciples came and asked Jesus,
My Lord, what do you mean by the things that you just said?
Jesus answered with a smile.
You mean the story about the kingdom of God?
The kingdom of God?
Yes, I just taught you about the kingdom of God.
But then, why did you talk about the farmer?
On purpose, of course. The kingdom of heaven is hidden. Only those who listen to and understand can know of it. Now, let me explain the parable. First, the seed refers to the word about the kingdom of heaven. And the soil is in your heart. The seed that fell by the side of the road are like people who heard the word but did not understand. As soon as they hear it, Satan comes and takes away the word that was sown in them. The seed on rock are about people with no root. Such people would hear the word and immediately take it with joy, but they last only a short time because there is no root. That is why they quickly fall away at times of trouble. The seed sown among thorns refer to people with so many worries in life. They worry about what they want in life and how to be rich. Such people would hear the word, but block the word with their worries and make it unfruitful. Lastly, the seed sown in good soil refers to people who listen to the word and embrace it. These people produce crop of the word, some 30, some 60, some 100 times of what was sown. Now, what type of soil do you wish to be?
Oh, Now we understand. We want to be the good soil.
The disciples finally understood the parable, and they resolved to become the good soil. Jesus told the disciples another metaphor.
The kingdom of heaven is like treasure hidden in a field.
What do you mean by treasure?
The disciples were puzzled this time too.
Listen very well. Let's say a man found some treasure in a field. What would you do if you were him?
I would hide them first so that others cannot find them.
That's right. He hid the treasure in a place that only he knew. Then he sold everything he owned to buy that field. Why do you think he did that?
That's because the field was more valuable than everything he owned.
Yes, it is. The kingdom of heaven is the most valuable place. Anyone who finds it would give up on everything else just to get there. What do you say? Do you want yet another parable?
The disciples answered aloud.
Yes, yes, teacher.
Heaven is like a fisherman's net from a lake.
A net?
Do you know what fishermen do when they pull it up on the shore?
Then Peter, who used to be a fisherman, answered with confidence.
We would collect good fish in a basket and throw bad fish away.
Jesus said,
This is how it will be at the end of time. The angels will come and separate the bad people from the righteous people, and only the righteous ones will go to the kingdom of heaven. The bad ones will be weeping in hell forever.
The disciples were frightened by the parables of Jesus. It was horrible to hear that the bad people would go to hell forever. But at the same time, they felt grateful because they had hope that Jesus would take them to the kingdom of heaven.